Ripping this whole one time.
La-di-da-di-day. The one them called Black Mikey saved the day. So hey, like Busta Rhymes, give me mine. And hit me with that shit 2 times for your mind. As I drop my dog bomb on all of mankind. I write and recite my position like a heretic. Tearing shit up when I erupt to stop the nonsense. I whack rap songs by the rappers, that's irrelevant. To catch your wreck, but record stores still sell the bullshit. Stop selling pipe dreams to the listeners. You can't walk the talk the talk. So I'm dissing you. Listen upon your grave, like roll over if you like. But I'll invoke you with a hazy shade of midnight. Ooh, I hunt you like the horror of Amityville. So called, keep it real, find them bills, kill softly. Your fucking loss is what you'll all be taking. G, you can't exercise a microphone that's possessed by Black Mikey. Falls, yes, y'all get shook. The exorcism of the mind of Black Mikey's got you hooked. Run, come, and bring the fucking drama if you like. But MC won't live past midnight. As the sun falls, yes, y'all get shook. The exorcism of the mind of Black Mikey's got you hooked. Run, come, and bring the fucking drama if you like. But MC won't live past midnight. The prophecy is prophesied from verse 2. Reciting scriptures of the Jago voodoo. Doing you and your crew. I kick the seance to bring the spirits back in naughty rap. So you mortal rappers find yourselves trapped. There won't be another like me. Black Mikey brings the spirit in the dance in the party. Taking control of bodies. To jump when I tell them jump. My bump in the night. Bust the speakers in your trunk now, please. Listen when I tell you that my style's immortal. While them other niggas rap styles die slow death. Like but this is drain your body of all the blood. Then only feel your veins begin with maggots from the mud. What for can't you understand, trick? Is it body bags, funerals, the caskets? Measures getting drastic. Ass kick, feet 6 with the maggots.
All right, y'all. What's happening? What's happening? What's up? What's up? What's up? Okay, we can start off with this. With we can start this live stream off with old, Lennox Lewis. So God dang it, I keep getting these doggone messages. All right, this started off with Lennox Lewis. All right, so Lennox Lewis is out here, saying basically like, if Anthony Joshua really wanted to fight Deontay Wilder, you know what I'm saying, he should have did a couple things. A couple things would have been like, come to the United States, fight somewhere out of the fucking UK and stuff like that. And to me, after reading what he said, here it is. I think they should have a rematch. Anthony Joshua can wait. Lennox Lewis said to Cop Box TV, he doesn't want either of these guys. When he saw that fight, he was like, wow, these guys can box, and now they're going to do it again. He's at a place in his career in boxing, so obviously he can make the decision. He miswrote this shit. And his decision is not to fight any of them at the moment, Josh, but all this stuff that, that fucking Lennox Lewis said was basically like stuff to, that he did in his career, that he showed that in his career that to everybody that he wanted to be the undisputed champion. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why Lennox Lewis came to United, fought outside of the UK, because he knew in order for him to become a successful boxer and fight for undisputed, he was going to have to fight outside of the UK. And that's what he did. I mean, even if you look at all these other fighters, people saying, oh, they didn't chase belts or blah, 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 they chased belts. They had to chase these guys. You know what I'm saying? To corner them to get what they had. I mean, that's just point blank, period. And what Lennox Lewis said in that interview, I don't know what YouTube channel or broadcasting channel he did it on, because I'm looking at the Boxing News 24 website. That's what I got it off of. But it's evident. That's what he did in his career. He just didn't talk about it. He was about it. You know what I'm saying? That's basically what he's telling, the world that gives him the opinion that Anthony Joshua was ducking, that he don't want the Deontay Wilder fight. But now all of a sudden they're trying to do everything they can to make it seem like they want to fight, or who knows? Maybe they do want to fight, but it's damage control. You know what I'm saying? Now let's start into the second thing. you know, who is to blame for the state of boxing right now? I mean, of course we can say promoters, we can say YouTube channels, we can say boxing fans, we can say old media, you know what I'm saying, the news, you know, we can say all kind of things, but really to tell you the truth, everything has helped to put boxing in the state that it is right now. And especially it doesn't help when you have, you know, promoters putting fans against fans, and then going out here and paying people to get on YouTube and get on these fucking forums and stuff like that, and push their agenda out there. That's basically not fighting fair, but it's in the spectrum of, you know, public relations and getting your fighter known and stuff like that. It was, you know, because that's the way of the new street team. You know what I'm saying? The street team back in the days was you give these youngins the CDs and give them posters, you give them concert flyers, and then they go around, you give them a couple little change, and they go around there passing it around, putting on people's car windows and putting it on the telephone poles and stuff like that. But now it's paying motherfuckers to get on YouTube and push your agenda. That's the new street team. Get in these forums and push your agenda. That's the new street team. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't help when you have new media, you know, YouTube channels and stuff like that, you know, going around here and not giving everybody a fair shake. You know, if you was to go on, you know, YouTube and look at IFL and look at up all these other little channels, you know, a lot of them, they only really talk about, and no, I'm not saying talk about, but when I say talk about, if you look at the subject and then you go and you look at what they're talking about, they're not really giving Deontay Wilder a fair shake. They're not giving Louis King Kong Ortiz a fair shake. They're not doing Spence right. They're not doing Crawford right. They're not doing all these American, but I'm gonna tell you this one thing: IFL TV and Fight Hype and Seconds Out, they all over the UK. You know what I'm saying? They're in the UK almost every fucking day. Is them in the UK talking to Eddie Hearn, all these fucking, you know, UK fighters out there and stuff like that. And I don't mind that, because, you know, at some point you got to be like, okay, they got to make their bread too. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, at the end of the day, that's the reason why they're doing it. They're doing it to make a living. But the another aspect of it is when it comes into the fairness of it all, it's kind of like motherfuckers don't even ask the right questions because they scared they're going to end up like Fred. You know what I'm saying? Fred knew, you know, asking that question to Oscar was going to maybe possibly lead into him getting, you know, some type of backlash. He knew it. You know what I'm saying? But he had to do what had to be done. Somebody got to ask these questions, and then people will never know, and people will just let it keep going on and keep going on and keep going on. You know what I'm saying? So he asked a question. Golden Boy gonna do some dumb shit, and they shouldn't do things like that, which is shutting out boxing channels and people that's coming out here interviewing you and stuff like that. They shouldn't do that, because it wasn't necessarily disrespectful because you said it. It's not like you didn't say it and he tried to twist around the words. You said it. He asked because the people that's on his channel and stuff like that wanted to know. So you're not playing fair. The only people that you want to show up and do interviews and report news back on, you know, new media and old media is the people that's going to follow your set of fucking guidelines. As far as, you don't ask these fucking questions. You ask these ones. You see what I'm saying? You don't play hardball with us. You know what I'm saying? You do, you know, it's just, what's up, Tone Bangers, man? Good look, you know, thanks for showing up. That's what they want. And I think it's, and that's the type of shit. What's good, Marlo's Corner? That's the type of shit that's part what's wrong with the state of boxing today. because everybody that's most people out there that's reporting boxing news, like I said, IFL and Fight High and Seconds Out, they having the same shit. You know what I'm saying? They not asking no fucking hard questions. They going up in there going up in there thinking automatically knowing automatically if they ask these certain fucking questions, they gonna be out. The hard questions. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody going over there testing Canelo. Ain't nobody going over there testing AJ, because when they do, you know what I'm saying, people want to get all fucking touchy about the shit and loud and then try to shut you up and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Blue blood get up in there. You know, I'm glad that he's still allowed him around and stuff like that. But even he know. He got to ask them questions a certain way, or they're going to take offense. You know what I'm saying? You got people out there like T Street Controversy. He couldn't even get into the Deontay Wilder and Fury fight. Well, I think that's because he's just a bullshitter. But anyways, let's go into some other shit. So that whole Dillian White, Derek Chisora, and Showtime shit. You goddamn right, Tone. People motherfuckers scared of losing their credentials, but I guarantee you, if it was ESPN, Showtime, somebody from Fox, Yahoo, somebody from some big company, they wouldn't do that shit. You know what I'm saying? But when it's these people that's on YouTube and stuff like that, they all like, oh, y'all niggas is expendable. But these are the motherfuckers that pay your bills. I want to say like the LWBC carries probably like 25% of the boxing fans these days. You see what I'm saying? 25%. That's a lot. You know what I'm saying? You could say old media got 45 or 75% of the rest. You know what I'm saying? So if you think about all that, you know, 25% is a big chunk. And I think that's what the LWBC got with all, like, even if people don't watch it, they know. They know what the LWBC is about to a certain extent. Some of them, you know, they on some bullshit and they swing their own narrative or whatever. But everybody know that the LWBC even talks about their own fucking favorite fighters when they fucking fuck up. But you go to the boxing librarian, Bruce fucking Vane, Dick in the Booty Icons, and Dick in the Hat Man and all that shit. They don't talk about the fighters they want to push the agenda on, the fighters that make them money. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm sorry, because Deontay Wilder makes them money. But they don't talk bad. They don't talk down on fucking, what's that dude's name again? Fuck. God damn it. Oh, God damn it. Anthony Joshua. They don't fucking sit up over there and get in his ass when he fuck up. They don't be like, what? How come you over there talking about you gonna strip Deontay Wilder of the belt, but then give him a fucked up contract, and then at the last minute when you know he about to get another fight with Fury, you want to fucking try to step in, knowing that the WBC hasn't sanctioned the fight yet, but then you try to switch it and twist it to where y'all have the narrative that Tyson Fury is not taking the fight yet, and then y'all go and play into the game that, okay, Tyson Fury's fucking trainer came out there and said, oh, it'd be best for Tyson Fury not to fight Deontay Wilder. That's his fucking trainer. Because at the same time is, if Shelly Fico could get out there and say, like he did, I guess a couple days ago or whatever, that Deontay Wilder is not ready to fight Klitschko, then everybody would be like, oh, see, Shelly said it again. It's true. Deontay Wilder wasn't ready to fight Klitschko, but that's not the truth. That didn't come out the fighter's mouth. Yeah, we all know that he didn't say that he wanted the indefinite rematch while he was in the ring, but we don't know what that dude was thinking. You know what I'm saying? Only thing I can say about fucking Tyson Fury is that it seems like he was kind of calculated to what he said leading up to the fight and after the fight. He was calculated. He wasn't. It kind of seemed like he was saying stuff for no reason, but everything he said was already pre-planned out. His whole agenda was to try to get into Deontay Wilder's head some way, shape, or form. And it kind of seemed like he succeeded. But That was his agenda. This dude, some of these cats, they keep their game plans up and their guards up with questions that's being asked all the time. You know what I'm saying? They never get rid of it. But anyways, so let's go back into this DAZN and let's go into this DAZN and Derek Chisora and Dillian Whyte. Look, I don't think that as far as that fight being on Showtime and all that stuff, I didn't really read up on it or anything, but I'm not believing that it was just like DAZN was saying, nah, fuck that shit. I don't think Dillian Whyte has a fucking deal with DAZN. And then another thing is, I don't think Dillian Whyte ever had a deal with Matchroom Boxing to where it allowed Matchroom Boxing to pick which fucking American fucking broadcaster he was on. And then it's Derek Chisora versus Dillian Whyte. So that could be another conflict of whether or not it's on DAZN or not. But I'm just not willing to pinpoint it down yet what it is, because really there's not a lot of information out there. Because the information that we do have out there, as far as what's up, Lyles Dawkins? The information that we do have out there is that Eddie Hearn has said not a long time ago, months before October, he said some shit like this. Well, I'm going to say what he said October 19th, right? Hearn basically said that let me see. Eddie Hearn said, if you want Canelo or AJ, it has to be on DAZN. And then in the same breath, he said American pay-per-view is dead, which is a lie. Because I'm gonna say this: 300 plus pay-per-view buys is $20 million. That's not a small fucking chunk of fucking change. You see what I'm saying? And then the day before that, Eddie Hearn said on the video, and this is on Raz and Jazz Sports. This one, October 18th. DAZN is fronting the money up front for the rights to broadcast, Matchroom Boxing bouts. But in the same breath, Eddie Hearn said that basically it doesn't have to be on DAZN. If Showtime wants to buy out the rights, they can. Because Eddie Hearn was basically saying that fucking DAZN was buying DAZN would sit there and buy out the American broadcasting rights and all that stuff, create the setup. Then if somebody else wants to come in and bid on it, they fucking can. It's up to them. You know what I'm saying? So, and then, a couple days ago, Eddie Hearn said, again, reiterated that if Triple G wanted to fight, Canelo, it has to be on fucking DAZN. But all that is just stimulations of him giving out some things. Because this the same thing I said is that whole Sky Sports thing with AJ. There's nothing saying that somebody can't buy out the rights from Sky Sports to play for BT to play to host a fight. There's nothing saying that. You know what I'm saying? And that's always been the case, always. You know what I'm saying? It's never been the case that to where just because a fighter has a fucking contract just because a fighter's on Showtime doesn't mean the fight can't be on HBO. That's never been the case. It's always been some type of way of open for discussion for somebody to fucking, bring some bread and take a risk on an investment. That's always been the fucking case. You know what I'm saying? What else I got down here, man? You know what I'm saying? He said DAZN is willing to take offers, for the broadcasting rights. But that's another thing, because Eddie Hearn was basically saying that, DAZN has all this fucking money and they're fronting everything. And then he goes in to say that these American fucking promoters are overpaying their fucking fighters. You know what I'm saying? You know what we talking. You talk about the PBC. But the thing about it is that you only saying that they're overpaying their fighters because you don't know how much money they're making. And then you only saying that you only saying that American promoters are overpaying their fighters because now you have to overpay to play. You can't offer a fighter the same thing. You can't offer fucking Charlo the same thing that the PBC is offering him. No, because it won't be worth it for him to leave the PBC and take a risk on you controlling his fucking career. It won't be worth it. You gotta offer these cats. You gotta offer like you did Canelo. It's not you don't tell me that Canelo did this $360 million deal to have control over his own career. No. Golden Boy, they ain't control no more. You know what I'm saying? DAZN, maybe Matchroom Boxing, somebody else other than Golden Boy and Canelo is in control of his fucking career. Canelo will end up 3-4 years a fucking slave. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of them 3 or 4 years, you know, we might be looking back and was like, this motherfucker has fought everybody but the people he was supposed to fight. He didn't fight no Charlo. He didn't fight no Spence, and he didn't fight no Crawford. What's up with that? Hell, he didn't even fight Sean Porter. What's up with that? You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you know, these fighters over here with the DAZN thing, I don't think it's a good thing because it just opens up more fucking barriers. You already got us out here sounding like Tyrese. What else do you want from me? We got to pay this guy ESPN plus $5. We got to pay Showtime. We got to pay for all these things around here just to watch these fights. And then some people be like, well, you know, some people actually got to pay for the regular cable. You know what I'm saying? Just to have cable TV. Some people can use the antenna, but some people, you know what I'm saying? Depending on where you at, you're not going to get no good antenna or good signal without paying. So people want to say, oh, it's just another $9.99, but at the end of the day, you paying, okay, between Netflix, Hulu, fucking Showtime, ESPN, that's what? That's about 1, 2, 3, 4. That's about like $40. That's about like $40. You know what I'm saying? Now you want us to pay for DAZN, which that'll make it $50-something. You know what I'm saying? So that's what the thing that people got to understand is, yeah, you could say, oh, well, you would spend that money somewhere else. But it's extra money that some people can't fucking afford. And it's extra money that some people don't want to fucking spend. Because they know at the end of the day, it adds fucking up. It adds fucking up. It's damn near like another fucking cell phone bill to keep up with these fucking fights around here. That's why some of us got to go out here and stream. You know what I'm saying? For you to watch all the fucking cell phone bills, it's like a Boost. You might as well go and get you a Boost fucking phone. Because at least that's $50 right there. You know what I'm saying? So people can say whatever they want to. You know what I'm saying? Then another people, and you know, I've been, hearing these people bitch, moan and shit like that. They keep it up, with the whole fucking, Deontay Wilder and stuff like that. And I heard somebody say something, I think it was BFTB. You know what I'm saying? He says so he has some good points to say about some of these suckers out here that just don't want to give it up. They don't want to give up the narrative that Deontay Wilder is the guy to fight. They don't want to give it up. All roads leads to fucking Wilder. It don't matter. You know what I'm saying? They could create all the excuses you want to. He needs to build his profile. He ain't fought nobody. He only got 1 belt. He didn't get 3 belts in so many 20 fights. Shelly Finkel said that Deontay Wilder wasn't ready for Klitschko. You know what I'm saying? Deontay Wilder said 1 face, 1 name. And at the end of the day of all this shit, of you saying all this crap, Deontay Wilder is the one for your fucking fighter to fight. Ain't nobody else. Them cats in the UK, they not worried about fucking Tyson Fury right now. They want Wilder. DAZN ain't worried about fucking Tyson Fury right now. DAZN wants fucking Wilder. All roads leads to Wilder, motherfucker. It don't matter what Deontay Wilder got. It don't matter what kind of accomplishments he got. It don't matter that the Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder fight went to a fucking draw. All roads leads to this black motherfucker from Alabama. You know what I'm saying? Give this motherfucker the respect that he fucking deserves, and that's all you got to do. And you know what? If y'all motherfuckers was saying every now and again some cool shit about Wilder and stop being a fucking bunch of dick holding ass motherfuckers, you know what would have happened? Deontay Wilder would have a bigger profile than what he has. You see what I'm saying? Deontay Wilder would have a bigger profile than what he has right now if you dick-holding motherfuckers over there wasn't too busy worried about his fucking skinny legs. You know what I'm saying? And then these motherfuckers want to be like, you know what I'm saying? Deontay Wilder, he doesn't have nothing to negotiate. You know what I'm saying? Look at his whole career. His whole career shows that, he doesn't have the right to negotiate with Matchroom Boxing. He should just give in to Matchroom Boxing's demands. What kind of fucking shit does that make? Yeah, Lost Dawkins. Yeah, Wilder's fight with Ortiz and Fury got to be up there as two of the best fights of the year, bro. You goddamn right. But the thing about it is that that's the reason why I'm saying shit. The reason why I'm saying it. If you look at Ortiz, if you look at Fury, they already tried to make fucking excuses before the fight even happened. And then after the fight happens, since Deontay Wilder knocked out fucking Ortiz, look what they did. You know this. And then look at what Tyson Fury. Look at what they did. You know this. I don't gotta explain it. It's all it is mass communication manipulation. That's all it is. See, we caught up and we thinking that if we go to somebody's page or we go to somebody's live, that's the trolls that's coming on there ain't being paid. You see what I'm saying? A lot of these guys that you see, a lot of these fucking comments that you see, they're from fucking fake accounts. They are fucking from fake accounts. They are dudes out there paid to go on YouTube and these comments to fucking push that Ortiz wasn't shit. Since it came into a draw, Deontay Wilder lost. Tyson Fury is number one. Ring Magazine is putting Tyson Fury as number one. You see what I'm saying? AJ, look at AJ. Ain't nobody, Max Kellerman let him off. All these other guys letting him off. Ain't nobody questioning that fucking Matchroom Boxing employees, Anthony fucking bootlicking Joshua's manhood. Ain't nobody out there, the most adamant person out there that is famous right now, other than fucking the fighter himself, that is pushing that Anthony Joshua's manhood is looking a little bit soft. It's fucking who? Lennox Lewis. Lennox Lewis. It's the only one. Lennox Lewis is the only one that say, yeah, Deontay, Anthony Joshua might win the fight just because of this, or Deontay Wilder might win the fight because of this. He's the only one being real about it because he's been through it. Other than Evander Holyfield, because they've been through it. They seen shit what people was. Evander Holyfield has seen a lot as far as how people did Evander Holyfield. He talked about it. He said, I had to do this. Damn near had to fight for free to get my shot. I fought for like X amount of years for free and blah, 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 whoop, just to get my fucking shot. Just to get it. Just to get the respect that he reserved. The motherfucker had to work for slave wages. You see what I'm saying? And look at Ortiz. Just to get the respect that he deserves, and then people still fucking come back and spit on him like, you only got 500,000. What you mean you only got? That motherfucking house, you don't even own your fucking own house. You live in a fucking apartment, bitch. You don't own your own fucking car. The bank owns that, bitch. You don't even own a food in your refrigerator because you got to eat better tonight card, bitch. That's EBT, government assistance. You see what I'm saying? These motherfuckers, yeah, thanks for agreeing, Laws. These motherfuckers out here got is only thing they doing is making money off of YouTube and spreading some bullshit. And I keep saying this over and over again because I keep seeing it every day. Every day I log in. Every day. Every day is somebody out here trying to get people to believe they bullshit. And at some point you be like, okay, yeah, whatever. Okay, yeah, whatever. You know, you pass it off a couple times. But when it's an everyday motherfucking occurrence, it's disgusting. Like, let me tell y'all something. Y'all gotta stop believing in, y'all gotta start believing this. When Eddie Hearn throws fighters out there, he ain't doing nothing but fucking shopping. When he's out there talking about, well, I'm thinking about, you know, leaving the Wembley date up to these two fighters and moving the fight to January and blah, blah. He's shopping. He's trying to see what what's gonna stick with us. He's trying to see what's gonna stick. And these cats are not listening. He doesn't his. How the fuck are you gonna talk about fighting Deontay Wilder and this and the third when you know Deontay Wilder wants to fucking fight Fury? And like I said, and then you want to say, well, Fury ain't signed the contract yet, he ain't agreed to it yet, and blah, blah. But you know the WBC ain't sanctioned the fight. You see what I'm saying? And then you go over there and say, oh, we gonna fight Usyk this year, and Joshua gonna fight Usyk, you know what I'm saying, Dillian White, Tyson Fury, maybe Derek Chisora, maybe this other guy, maybe Klitschko comes back. You know, he keeps doing it all over and over again. You know, DAZN want us to fight. DAZN want bootlicking Anthony Joshua to fight in the UK. So, I mean, to fight in the US. So he might fight fucking Big Baby Miller. He's shopping all these dudes around. All these guys. Let me tell you something. Everybody, every name that he brought up. Imagine what them dudes is thinking. Imagine what them guys is thinking. Them guys is thinking, damn, I might have a shot at 3 belts. And then what do you think Eddie Hearn is probably doing? What do you think Eddie Hearn is telling them dudes? Well, you know, I'm just throwing ideas out there and blah, 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 but if you do this and do that, you know, it makes the fight seem bigger if it does happen. And not only that, you know what I'm saying? I got to have some type of loyalty. So, you know, you got to kind of help me out so I can give you a fight. You see what I'm saying? That's what he's doing. Why else would fucking Dillian White fight Derek Chisora and not fight Dominic Breazeale? Because if Dillian White was to fight Dominic Breazeale, I believe Dillian White would win, and I believe Eddie Hearn believes that too. And then guess what can happen? Dillian White's the mandatory, and then Deontay Wilder fights him before he fights AJ. Yes, we all know that fucking Eddie Hearn was thinking about that earlier before, but it's different when it's not on his fucking schedule. Because it's off his fucking schedule. You see what I'm saying? Eddie Hearn is planned out AJ's fucking career. And AJ even said this. It doesn't equate to his career if Deontay Wilder fights somebody else off schedule. You see what I'm saying? If Dillian White fights somebody fucking off schedule. I don't care if Dillian White wins. I don't care if this was 3 months ago, 6 months ago, whenever that fight was scheduled. I don't care. If Dillian White beats fucking Chisora, he's not fighting fucking Anthony Bootlicking Joshua yet. Lawrence Dawkins said Holyfield and Lennox Lewis is my two better. Yeah, you goddamn right. They better be. You goddamn right. They're the only, and then not only that is they're the only realest boxers we got around right now. That's retired. From one of the fucking best eras that I've seen firsthand with my own 2 eyes. You see what I'm saying? And then, you know, I was going to, what else I got? I got something else, though. I was thinking in my head when I was listening to one of them fucking bullshit ass motherfucking interviews. Yeah. You know, people saying that back to the whole the zone and Matchroom Boxing and its employees. Look, it is never smart when you're a promoter to have your fighter locked in to one particular fucking outlet. If you can swindle some way, some shape, how to where you can at all angles, you know, help generate the most amount of money for your fighter, that's your fucking job. And so let's go back to the DAZN theme. Eddie Hearn didn't set shit up as far as with those contracts, as far as, you know, DAZN not being exclusive for Anthony Joshua or DAZN not being exclusive for Dillian White. Eddie Hearn didn't set that up. DAZN set that up. DAZN has it like that. And the reason why DAZN has it like that is to where that you got to think about it though. If somebody's willing to fucking pay you extra to host a fight, when you know that, when you think in your head, okay, I'm only going to get X amount of dollars, so X amount of dollars, we're going to make this, and somebody else coming around is like, hey man, I'm willing to buy this and make you double the amount of money that you thought you was going to make on the fight, and it's guaranteed, and you could just wash your hands with it. That's how you do it. That's just how it is. Eddie Hearn ain't got shit to do with that. We always inadvertently giving this motherfucker praises. You know what I'm saying? But that's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. It's not a fact. You know what I'm saying? But we always, in my opinion, always out here giving Eddie Hearn inadvertently fucking praise. Eddie Hearn don't deserve shit. Until he do right by DAZN, until we do right by Dillian White, until we do right by Anthony Joshua, everything under Matchroom Boxing will fucking crumble. You know what I'm saying? You can't be going around here fucking, you know, giving Anthony Joshua $100 million and then making the public think that this motherfucker is Anthony Joshua's running shit. He ain't running shit. He can't even try his fucking goddamn boots in the fucking ring without Eddie Hearn saying, nah, it's not right over left, it's left over right. You see what I'm saying? We need to cut this shit out. I'm not giving this dude no fucking slack. I know I said that the guy did his job and stuff, like he does his job well and stuff like that. Yeah, he does it, but he's not doing it. He's not doing it quite right. It's like that in the UK for a reason. Eddie Hearn ain't got nothing to do with, in my opinion, Eddie Hearn ain't got shit. I'm not giving him no slack. He ain't got shit to do with the success of boxing in the UK. The fans have that. The fans. It ain't got shit to do with Eddie Hearn. It's the fucking fans. The fans want to see fights. The fans want to see their favorite fighter in the ring. You know what I'm saying? The fans want to see fucking, you know, the British boxing do well. The fans. The fuck what Eddie Hearn on. You know what I'm saying? And the news media, you know, the news helps out there. You know what I'm saying? They do better job than what they doing over here. UK news do better than what the news over here do as far as fucking boxing. You know what I'm saying? It's the fucking fans. Fuck all that shit talking about, oh, this boxing promoter, he did this and he did that. It ain't him. It ain't him. It's the fans. He's selling hot shit turds over there. But the fans are willing to watch boxing. You know what I'm saying? It's either you love boxing or you don't love boxing. If you love boxing, you will watch boxing. If you don't love boxing, you will only watch boxing when it fucking suits you. And that's just the way it is. You know what I'm saying? Like me. You know what I'm saying? Like other people. Some people love boxing to the extent that they're willing to buy DAZN. And some people don't. Some people love for boxing is infinite. Some people's not. Some people ain't willing to compromise. You see what I'm saying? And that's my, you know, come on, that's my opinion on it. It's either you love boxing or you don't love boxing. It's either you're a fan of boxing or you're not a fan of boxing. You know what I'm saying? It's either you're casual or you're not a casual. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers need to cut the bullshit out. You know what I'm saying? And I don't give a fuck what and then again, another thing, I don't give a fuck what a fighter does in the ring. After the fight, I don't care what the fuck he says. I don't care if he don't say nothing. I don't care if he do say nothing. All that shit is bullshit. Sometimes we can't be getting caught up to what this fighter says and what that fighter says. Because if we was caught up and we thought they words were always the truth, we'll be listening to what Anthony Joshua had to say right now. He said he wanted to fight Joshua in the ring. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? So, at one point he did. Then another point he said he didn't want to send him in the ring. But still, the fact is still remain. You can say whatever you want to, man. You can say whatever you want. You can say I want to fight this guy. You can whiff at the mouth and all. You can do all this jaw jabbing that you want to. But that don't mean shit. That don't mean a goddamn thing. You can say you ain't scared. You can say whatever you want. But the fact that the only thing that matters, who you gonna fight next? That's the only thing that matters. Who are you gonna fight next? It don't matter how much effort that you take to make a fight, because we would never know. I would never know if Anthony Joshua wanted the Deontay Wilder fight or not. I would never know that. And even if I went up there and even if I knew Anthony Joshua and talked to him, I wouldn't know that. The only thing that's going to show me that if somebody wants to fight is the actions that they do. You got to show me. If you want to show the public that you want a fucking fight, you do whatever you got to do to make the fight. Hell, you might lose some fucking. I'm not talking about lose some money. You'll still make some money, but you won't make that much. As if, like, say for instance, if Anthony Joshua was to make $20 to $30 million off of the Deontay Wilder fight, right? And only give Deontay Wilder $15 million, right? Flat rate. This is at first. Flat rate. If I really wanted to fucking be undisputed, I would have been like, man, just get this motherfucker 50-50. I'm still going to be a multi-millionaire. It ain't that fucking bad of a fucking risk. It's not like I will be broke or I wouldn't make any fucking money if you know what I'm saying? 50-50 wasn't fucking all that bad if you think about it. And it's especially if Anthony Joshua was to win. Oh, it would be bad for Anthony Joshua to win because guess what? He would have only fought in the UK. Well, nobody know him over here. He won't be getting no 300K pay-per-view buys in the United States worth 25 mil and then 25 mil over there in the UK for the pay-per-view and then another 1 mil for the gate and then in the back end. He won't be getting that over there. He won't be getting that fighting over in the UK all the time. And that goes back to what Lennox Lewis was trying to say. I ain't been through it. Holyfield been through it. You know what I'm saying? There's countless of other boxers that been through it that didn't have those Showtime fucking promoters to get them a championship fight at 17 fucking fights. They didn't have that. They didn't have the opportunity to fucking cherry pick. They didn't have that. But Anthony Joshua does. He does. He got them opportunities. The motherfucker gets it misconstrued. He gets it fucked up to where you are blessed to where you have really went out there and earned some shit. You ain't nothing but blessed. You ain't nothing but blessed to be in the position that you are in. You know what I'm saying? I don't get this motherfucker. Hold up, man. Let me go get me another beer. I'll be right back. Yeah, I'm back. Like I said, man, I don't give a fuck about all these fucking theatricals. You know what I'm saying? That's what I call them. I call them fucking theatricals. Like I'm gonna give you a prime example, man. I still play football to this day. I don't like all that fucking jumping around. I don't like all that shit before the game happened. All this fucking yelling, people jumping, people we ready. I don't like all that shit. I just want to go out there and fucking play football. I just want to go out there and hit somebody in the fucking mouth. I just want to go over there and run somebody over. I want to go out there and make some touchdowns. I want to go out there and make some fucking interceptions. I don't need nothing to fucking build no mantra in my fucking head to make me a good fucking player. To wind me up to be a good fucking fighter. I don't need that. I don't like theatricals. I don't like all that shit. Yeah, nigga, I'll whoop your ass and blah, 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 whoop, whoop, whoop. I don't need all that to fight somebody. I don't need all that to play football. And that's the shit that be getting me, man. I don't need all that. Some people do. Some people like to see it. I don't care for it. I don't care for it. And then when you do see shit like that, especially with Deontay Wilder and Fury, guess what the first thing people say? Oh, that was staged. That shit was faked in the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You always gonna have haters. You always gonna have this, no matter what you do. So, it don't matter. Really. It don't matter what you do. You always gonna have haters. You always gonna have somebody fucking sit up over there and critique something. You know what I'm saying? And that's fine. That's life. You know what I'm saying? I pay your bills. Shit, I got the right to critique you, I guess. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm over here drinking these Guinnesses, man. Tearing these hoes up, man. So, and that whole Eddie Hearn could cancel Wembley. I think that's, I don't know, man. For, cancel Wembley for Big Baby Miller. I think that's a bunch of BS. I think that's, this is the second time you going around here fucking, shopping this dude, shopping Big Baby Miller around. If I was Big Baby Miller, I'd be like, man, look, I ain't no fucking play toy. You ain't gonna be fucking going around here, fucking dangling fucking Anthony, bootlicking Joshua in front of me. I like my cheeseburgers. I knock him up out of this motherfucker. I'm not no fucking play toy. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what he doing. He treating Dillian White, Big Baby Miller, Usyk. He's treating all these dudes like fucking play toys. That's what he doing. And, I don't know, man. That's just my opinion. I think, I think it's a bunch of bullshit, man. You know what? And then again, we might not even see the goddamn Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury fight. The rematch. We might not even see that. You know what I'm saying? We might not even see that, man. We might see the WBC fucking come out there and fucking call for the fucking mandatory and don't give a fuck about Deontay Wilder making money for them fighting Tyson Fury, or Deontay Wilder switching up and fighting AJ. I don't think they give a fuck. I don't think they give a fuck. I think they're in the way of progress. And I'm gonna say it again. If the WBC needs to get off their fucking ass and sanction the Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury rematch. And that's just what it is. Don't wait until fucking December 22nd. Today is the date to make that vote. It's just, it is what it is, but it's dumb, man. And then this Dominic Brazil dude and this Carlos Negron, whatever this dude name is, man. It's another bullshit fight. If Carlos manages to win against Dominic Brazil, okay, good for him. But okay, bruh. It's just horrible, man. It's It's just horrible. And that's another thing. Like I be saying, this dude only got 21 fights, one loss. You know, versus Mendoza. This Carlos Negron. Where the fuck he find this dude at? Where the fuck Dominic Brazil find this dude at? You know what I'm saying? Like, where? He must have been one of them fucking, the janitor for fucking DAZN or something. Where the fuck he find him at? What is he, one of the fucking zookeepers at fucking SeaWorld? Like, where the fuck he find this dude at? You know, that's man, goddamn. I don't understand, like, out of all people you could have fought, oh, you picked a guy last minute that's willing to fight you for X amount of dollars so you can make the fight. Okay, whoop-de-fucking-do. Whoop-de-do. You know what I'm saying? It's stupid as fuck. This fight, man, I'm tempted to watch the fight just so I can see this snitch ass Dominic Brazil get knocked out. That's the only reason. That's the only reason why I want to fucking watch the fight, just so I can see this snitch ass Dominic Brazil get knocked out. But it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen because it's a cherry pick. This might be worse. This might be worse than Rocky Fielding versus Canelo, or just as bad, or around, give or take. Might be just around there. You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker look like one of the movie actors, though. Yeah, the motherfucker. That's some bullshit, you know. But we're supposed to be having some good boxing this weekend. Whoop whoop. You know what I'm saying? We're supposed to have some good shit. So, you know, I think Dillian. You know what? I hope Dillian White gets knocked out by Derek Chisora. You know, they had like a little altercation in the hallway or whatever of the hall of wherever they was doing that thing. Whatever, dude. That was a bunch of BS. You know, it wasn't nothing really. All it was a bunch of fucking shouting. But I hope Derek Chisora knocks his motherfucking Dillian White out smooth. And the only reason why I hope that he knocks it out smooth, because I want to see fucking Eddie Hearn squirm. I want to see this bitch squirm. You know what I'm saying? Jermell Charlo. I think that's gonna be under 5 rounds. Yeah, I'm not even gonna talk about them. I'm not even gonna talk about that Floyd shit. That Brian Jennings fight, that seemed kind of interesting. Oscar Rivas versus Brian Jennings. That seemed like, actually that's gonna be pretty good. You know, Brian Jennings. You know, I don't know what's up with that brother, man. I don't know, man. That brother right there, man. I don't know what's been. He seemed like he was gonna be, you know what I'm saying, cool at first. You know, he gonna be alright, but then he just, when the fights counted, he didn't fucking perform. You know, not really so much with the Klitschko fight, but you know, with the Louis King Kong Ortiz, you know, how you go from going from a unanimous a UD without getting knocked out to getting knocked out by Louis King Kong Ortiz. You know, so that's just my thing with it, man. I thought, you know, who knows? Maybe he learned some more shit. Maybe he's a totally different fighter. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully during that fight, hopefully the Oscar Rivas fight, he does pretty good. He gets this guy out of there. If not, you know, I wish Oscar Rivas the best. I mean, Oscar Rivas ain't really fought anybody. He hasn't fought anybody yet. This is really going to be his because you know, some of these fighters like Brian Jennings, they starting to look like they fucking the gatekeepers. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, if Oscar can get around, you know what I'm saying, Rivas, then maybe he should go out there and fight Kwiatkowski. I mean, if Oscar Rivas can get around Brian Jennings, then maybe he should go out there and fight Kwiatkowski or somebody else. Or, you know, maybe, you know, since he's still kind of You know, he got 25 bouts. So yeah, I mean, but it depends though, because it's, you know, people can say whatever they want to, man, but everybody can't fucking get 3 belts in 20 fights. You know, some people, they needed a little bit more, you know, training to, you know, to get in the ring, you know. But you know, Oscar Rivas, I don't know. I think that's pretty much a I can't call that one, man. I can't. Yeah, Oscar Rivas, Trevor Bryan. Brian Jennings, Rivas. Which one? I can't really call that one, man. I can't really do it. Nah. I think that's gonna be a close one. I think both fighters have exhibited that they can get people out of the ring, but it's gonna take. I don't think it'd be a KO, but it'd be a stoppage. I mean, if it's not to the scorecards, it'd be a stoppage. It'd be a stoppage, and I think it'd be the cause of somebody's stamina. I think it'd be because of somebody's stamina, the stoppage would happen, or it will go to a decision. I mean, either or. You know, that's a close one, man. That's a close one, in my opinion. You know, but other than that, really ain't too much going on today, man. I was gonna wait until tomorrow, man, but I've been drinking a little bit, and you know, I was like, man, ain't nothing going on tonight. So I was like, man, let me squeeze some time in. You know, so you know, tomorrow's Saturday, right? Yeah, tomorrow's Saturday. So I got Charlo beating, I got Charlo winning, and I got Derek Chisora winning. I mean, that's my 2 dudes for tomorrow. I like, I don't know why I like Derek Chisora over Dillian White. I'm not talking about fighting. I'm talking about outside the ring. Inside the ring, I find that from the first fight with Dillian White, Derek Chisora, I saw that Derek Chisora was more calculated with his punches, and Dillian White was just loading up, hoping that he hit something. You know what I'm saying? He was throwing a lot of windmills in that fight, and I'm pretty sure that Dillian White has corrected that, or he should have learned from his mistakes with that fight. Is, you know, just throwing shit. Lars Dawkins says because Dillian White is a coward, that's why I want Derek Chisora to win. You know what? I think, you know, man, you know I've been saying this, man. I've been saying that it doesn't make any sense for Dillian. It didn't make any goddamn sense for Dillian White not to fight Brazil. It didn't make no sense whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? And then you could have been like, hey, Wilder, hey, yo, like that shit was gonna happen now. But you know, if Deontay Wilder was to beat Fury in his next fight, if it do fucking happen next, you know, Dillian White could have been like, hold up, man, you said if I beat this dude, you know what I'm saying? You call him out on it, or you talk to him before it happens, or you could have did that shit a long time ago, or you could have just fight Brazil, and that's your way in automatically. And what's up, King Louis? And that's automatically, and it's just a shame. And I keep trying to tell y'all, these dudes, this is the reason why I refuse to give Eddie Hearn any like, oh yeah, Eddie Hearn is a genius, and I refuse to say that shit because everybody around fucking Eddie Hearn is a fucking sucker, all of them suckers, and that's the reason why Luis Ortiz left. He had no choice but to leave. You know this sucker ass niggas, they was gonna give him shit. They was gonna give him shit. Take this. Lewis, he should have never been like, nah, man, you gonna fight me now, punk. Fuck that step aside shit. I want my shot right motherfucking now. Fuck that. Let it go on the purse bid. Whatever. You gonna make your money. You would have got a better fair split with the purse bid. You would have got a better split within that than fighting him on your own fucking accord. And that's facts. That's facts. Because guess what? When the purse bid, you know, who knows? Al Heyman could have swooped out of the sky like, Frank Warren, the world of boxing, Alexander Povetkin's team. Somebody could have dropped out of the sky and got that shit and took it from Eddie and gave you a better shake than what fucking Eddie Hearn was gonna give you. You know what I'm saying? And that's the shit this is the shit I don't understand. If Anthony Joshua can possibly do 1 million pay-per-view buys with Dillian White, what do you think he could do with Ortiz? What do you think he gonna do with him? Because if you was a good promoter, you would do the same thing like you did Lucas Brown versus Dillian White. Oh, you know, Lucas Brown, he's this and the third, blah, blah, blah. He's a good fighter and he's an ex-world champ and blah, 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 whoop, whoop. You know what I'm saying? You know, pump the motherfuckers up just like you did Booty Aliens, Hellanius, or whatever his name is, Christian Hammer. The same thing, the same way you did with them. It's the same way you should be doing with Wilder right now. And it's the same shit you should be doing with Ortiz right now. Because when they fight your fighters, it only makes the fight bigger. But you consistently sit there, undermine Deontay Wilder and Louis King Kong Ortiz and the PBC over and over again. You know what I'm saying? How the fuck are you going to say that I don't get why he doesn't want to fight, Anthony Joshua? He's ducking. He's ducking because, Tyson Fury has no belts. It was a good-ass fight. The dude, it went to the distance. If it was a football game and I'm playing and I felt that it was a close game and all that stuff, and when we lost in the Super Bowl, I wish they would let me run that back. I wish they would let me run that Super Bowl game back, that championship game back. I wish they fucking would, because I might have a better chance the second time to win, or to not let it go into the hands of the fucking refs. Rod Sportsman said, Matchroom Boxing, Golden Boy, Keith Thurman, Sean Porter, and Danny Garcia are to blame. They some, you know what? I'll take Danny Garcia out of there and just leave the rest. I'll leave Danny Garcia alone. Po old Danny Garcia. I'll leave him alone. You know what I'm saying? Because he ain't holding up nothing like Keith Thurman. Sean Porter ain't doing, and then again, at least Sean Porter keeping it real. You know what I'm saying? Sean Porter never, like, I didn't listen to the interview. I read the snippets off of World Boxing News, and I didn't hear Sean Porter say that Errol Spence or Crawford was the boogeyman. What I read was that he basically said, in the public eye, Errol Spence is the boogeyman. That basically means in the public eye, the public believes that Errol Spence is the boogeyman. You know what I'm saying? So, Keith Thurman, that's some bullshit. They should have stripped that boy. They should have been stripped him butt naked. Butt ass booty naked. Dropped him from everything. Fuck that motherfucker. I mean, not really fuck him, because he maybe his injuries was legitimate. But at some point, you should have just been like, you know what, man? I'm holding up boxing. I'm holding up all these other cats. When I come back, I'm still going to make money because of my name. The belt ain't going to make me. I made me. Lyles Dawkins said Povetkin, Dillian White, that would be a test for Dillian White. Yeah, that would be a test too. But as we can see, without that meldonium in Povetkin's system, Povetkin don't have that same tenacity that he used to. He don't have it looked like he didn't have enough testosterone in him or something. He didn't have that. He didn't look right. And then again, you can't be in there trying to fight like Mike Tyson and not have that fucking, killer instinct. These cats want to come up in there with the black boots, with the black shorts, come up in there, throwing hooks like him, but forget to go to the body, to the hook, to the right hook. They forget it. It was Tyson would hit the body, hook, over, right. That's what he'd do. A nice short, inside fucking right hook. That's what he'd do. And that's what I don't get it. He don't have that. Povetkin need to change his fighting style up. If he don't want to move around the ring like Mike, if he don't want to go to the body like Mike, if your hand speed ain't like Mike, if your head movements ain't like Mike, you ain't got no business being there throwing left hooks and right hooks. You know, you ain't got no business in there trying to fight like that, man. You need to move. You need to move around. You need to do something different. You know. Yeah, but anybody but Derek Chisora. Hell, he could have got you. Lance Dawkins, you're right about this one thing because, Povetkin's team would have gave Dillian White more money if it was over there in Russia. Oh, Sasha's team, what they call him? Sasha's team would have gave more money, but he ain't thinking. He ain't thinking about nothing. Oh, hold on. Moving the mic. There we go. He ain't thinking about nothing. Oh, Omni. There we go. Omni. That's what I wanted. He ain't thinking about nothing. Only thing Dillian White thinking about is that what is Massa? I don't want to. I just don't want to make Massa Hearn mad. Okay, Massa Hearn. I'm gonna fight. Who you think I should fight? You know, if it's good for Massa Hearn, if it's good for us, it's good for us, right? We fighting Derek Chisora, right? Next boss, right? We. But when your ass lose, it's just nigga, you lost. It ain't no more we. It's like, you know, nigga, you disappointed me. Ain't no more fucking we. You know what I'm saying? Lance Dawkins said, yes, I agree. He did it in that Joshua fight, but did you see him against David Price? That fight before the AJ won, Povetkin looked very dangerous. Yeah, but you got to think about it, though. Sometimes fighters only look dangerous because who they fighting. David Price ain't quick. You know what I'm saying? There ain't nothing quick about David Price. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I was really appalled when that one dude said that, I don't know if it was during Steady Readies or was during World Breaker Fighters live. Dude gonna say that fucking Canelo looked good against Rocky Fielding. Nigga, please. Are you what? Who looked good? The dude said Rocky Fielding looked good. But let me tell you something about Canelo and how he looked. Let me tell you something. It don't matter whether or not he was off the clean or not. It don't matter. If you move up in weight, you don't have to be on a clenbuterol no more. Because the whole thing about the clenbuterol is losing weight but keeping the muscle. That's the whole thing about taking steroids. Is that your body naturally has this thing in it to where it causes loss of muscle. And so you taking, like I said, I'm gonna say it again. You taking steroids doesn't necessarily make you fucking bigger or stronger. But what is guaranteed to do is stop muscle loss. So when you do work out and you create those little tears, your muscles have a steady full fucking blast reserve of fucking protein, because you're going to eat some protein and you're going to take the shakes. And that when you are lifting heavy, because i.e. getting ripped, you know what I'm saying? It's not really you catching the fibers, is really that's what you're doing to the muscles, so your body can take in extra fucking protein so you can build more fucking muscles. Small tears turn into bigger muscles. Psst. I didn't make this up. So, you know that whole, and then there's another thing, Canelo, you couldn't even. I was watching the fight, and I remember looking at this like, damn, you know what? When Canelo fought Triple G, the motherfucker, you could see his muscle fibers, you could see every little nick and cranny, and then I go and I look at Povetkin, at Canelo doing his Rocky Fielding fight. I'm like, this motherfucker look bloated. He looks fat. That's what he looked like. You know what I'm saying? Rob Sportsman said no black fighter at the top of the boxing world could have foot away fighting in Rocky Fielding. could have fought away. We said no black fighter at the top of the boxing world could have fought away fighting a Rocky Fielding. Man, I don't know what that means, but I'm going to go in and say that it didn't look right. They couldn't get away with fighting Rocky Fielding. And you're right. They couldn't have got away with it. If Charlo would have fought Rocky Fielding, and I said that shit, and it's a good thing you said it too, Ron Sportsman. If Charlo would have fought him, Spence, Crawford, I don't give a fuck if Keith Thurman came back and fought him. I don't give a fuck if Gervonta Davis moved up in weight and he fought him. Anybody would have fought that motherfucker. Anybody with 5 fights in their whole boxing career would have, if they would have fought that motherfucker, they would have been seen as ducking. I could have done better than that with 9 months of training. I was sorry. You can see during the fight, the dude's problem was the body shot. So what did he have to do? You had to keep that motherfucker up off you. That means move, nigga. Move. I don't care what you do, but move. Move and throw a jab. Move. Move. Get out of the way. This dude kept letting this little bitty man get in the inside and throw a right fucking hook body shot. All the way around his fucking elbow to his fucking rib, back of his rib cage. Over and over again. You big fucking dummy. God damn. Lars Dawkins said, Dillian White don't want Master Hearn to get Tony Bellew to. Oh my God. You stop it. And then did you hear that shit? Usyk's supposed to be standing by for Derek Chisora and Dillian White. Man, I'm tired of this shit, man. I'm tired of this shit. Why the fuck are you gonna sit over there and say, you're gonna give Dillian White losers of Gandra of fighting the winner of, you're gonna give Dillian White the losers of Gandra of fighting AJ next if he wins. But you're not really saying nothing about Derek Chisora. And then when you do say it, it's kind of like up in the wind, right? And then now you're saying that now you got Usyk standing by, and now they're creating another fucking narrative. I wonder who created this shit, that Usyk gets the winner. Come on, man. This is some BS. If anything, Ortiz get the winner. Usyk has not proven himself. Usyk has not paid his fucking dues in the heavyweight division. These motherfuckers is coming up from fucking nowhere without paying their fucking dues to fight for a belt or to be ranked in the top 15 or top 10 in the division. They ain't fighting nobody. And that shit disgusting. What do you say? Rob Sportsman said Rocky Fielding is a UK fighter and the UK fight fans never heard of him. They probably haven't. They probably haven't. You know what? They probably did because he has a belt. Or I'm sorry, he had a belt. He had a little trinket around his waist that Canelo Alvarez was so much obliged to take off of his hands. He was like, "Thank you, Rocky Fielding, for holding on to this bad boy for quite some time. I mean, a little bit. Thank you. Here's some coins for your troubles. And put some ice on those ribs. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Ronnie? What's up, Ron Boy Fresh? What's happening? Yeah, that. Wow. Rocky ain't what? What'd you say, King Louis? Let's see. Rob Sportsman, Tony Bellew is 2 notches better than Rocky Fielding, aka Rocky Bum. I heard it. Who keeps saying that shit? Rocky Bound Bum. That's fucked up, man. He's the best grocery fucking bag packer to ever meet the land, man. Come on, man. You gotta show this dude some respect, man. If you could have two grocery carts filled, that motherfucker knock that shit out in less than a minute. That shit fucked up. 78 wrong for that. If I was Rocky Fielding, I'd whoop his ass. I'm joking. 78 would whoop his ass like a bum straight off the beach. Give 78 fucking 2 weeks. Give 78 2 weeks. He had knocked Rocky Fielding out. That shit was sorry to the motherfucker. But who the fuck is Tony Bellew? Oh, that dude. Oh, didn't he come out and say there was something wrong with his hands or something? The reason why he had to retire, like his hands was fucked up. And that's what I be saying, man. Before some of these cats, before they ever start to learn how to box, they need to do some bone hardening techniques or something, because I don't think that's cool to just put on some hand wraps and always hit a bag and not build up that bone density in your fucking, you know, knuckles, man. I don't think that's fucking healthy at all, man. So what y'all want to talk about, man? What's on the agenda, man? What's happening? Who y'all got, man? Who y'all got? Y'all think Derek Chisora versus Dillian Whyte, man? Who y'all got? You know what I'm saying? Who y'all got? You know, and then with the question of who y'all got out of that fight, do you think that Anthony Joshua should fight the winner, or do you think the winner should fight Ortiz? I mean Usyk, because that's what they floating around out here. But I think that if they really wanted to fucking make it interesting, the winner should fight Dominic Breazeale. If they really wanted to make it interesting and keep boxing up on his toes instead of up in the hands of fucking bullshit ass promoters like fucking Eddie Hearn. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that out there in Brooklyn repping that DC area. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I ain't mad at you, man. You rep who the fuck you want to rep. And that's how it is. No matter where you from. You want to rep from Brooklyn, you want to rep DC, man, fuck it. That's your fucking prerogative, man. And then if anybody else got something to say about that, man, tell them to suck your goddamn dick and have a coke in his mouth. Fuck that shit. It's your fucking prerogative. Hey, Chisora, what about Frampton? What about him? What about Frampton? I think I picked him. I think I told Laws the other day I got Carl Frampton over Warrington. I think that's what I said. Is that what you mean? Oh, winning? Yeah, I think I told Laws that the other day. I think I did. You know what I'm saying? I hope I didn't. King Louis too said he wasn't no competition, like you said. If the Charlos or any black fighter did that weak shit, Canelo just did that, we'll be calling them ducking. But my question is, why is that motherfucker because the reason why he getting a pass is because they allowing him to get a pass. That's the reason why. That's the reason why. ESPN, Fox News, Yahoo Sports, all these cats willing to give him a pass because guess what? They left boxing. They the ones it's not look, they got a free fucking platform. They got a free fucking platform. Free. It's free for them to put boxing out there. It's free for them to, you know, on First Take or whatever, talk about boxing for like a minute or two. It's free for them. It's free for them to go to an extended hours or extend it for a couple, like 5 minutes, and put it on YouTube so they can make some extra money. It's free for them. They just choose not to do it. You know what I'm saying? And then the thing about it is, the more they put into boxing, the more they get back from boxing, but they refuse to do it. They refuse to. Point blank period. Laws Dawkins said, Ross Sportsman League, Rocky Fielding won prize fighter on Skies TV, which is an amateur event for an amateur boxer. Next thing you know, Eddie Hearn signs him, and he's the best thing since sliced bread. You goddamn right. And that's what I said earlier. A lot of fighters don't get the same look as everybody else get. Some of these cats, they get these silver spoons. They blessed to have promoters that's gonna sit there and get them some shit that they don't fucking deserve. Like I said, Usyk should not just get in the heavyweight division and all of a sudden fight the winner of Derek Chisora versus Dillian Whyte. He shouldn't. He should be fucking paying his dues to the heavyweight division. Some people would say, oh, well, he was undisputed and stuff like that. I don't give a fuck. That was in cruiserweight. We talk about fucking heavyweight. There's probably there's probably a difference between levels of fighters in this day and age between cruiserweight and heavyweight. So come on, bruh. How about you fucking fight Eric Molina? How about you go fight him? Or Trevor Bryant, go fight somebody first. Go fight somebody to put you into the fucking top 10, top 15 before you can start doing shit like that. Pay your dues. There's cats up in the heavyweight division that's been waiting their fucking turn. Let them get a shot first. You know what I'm saying? And they're not getting it. And it's not that they're doing it to themselves. They got sorry ass fucking promoters. Let these niggas get a shot first. I'm not saying you should live your life like, you know, I ain't, you know, helping motherfuckers out all the time. But you ain't paid your dues. Nobody even knows your fucking name. Even if you was to fight the winner and win, people still wouldn't know you. Not over here, definitely. Not over here. How about you get up over there? You bring your little bitch ass over here to New York, and you fight somebody from a heavyweight from New York. Or you go to LA. You fight you a heavyweight from LA. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, is Eric Molina from LA? I think he is. He might be. Well, I don't know. He might be. So, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know, get these guys a break. That's just one thing I don't understand. What do you say? Rob Fred said Usyk being undisputed automatically gives him a shot at the WBA, IBF if he moves. I don't give a fuck. To me, that don't give you shit. I'm not trying to. That's just my opinion. I don't mean when I said I don't give a fuck. I'm not cussing at you, my brother. But I'm just saying that, in my opinion, that don't give you no shot at nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because your road to undisputed, it wasn't like it was fucking that tough. I don't give a fuck if it's in the rules or not. Because it's not going to give it to you. It's not. It's not, because these sectional bodies can do whatever the fuck they want to. It doesn't automatically give you nothing, because who's going to call it? Who's going to call it? Is the WBA going to call it? Is the IBF going to call it? I don't think so. I don't think so. He not even ranked yet. Is he paying section of body fees? Is he paying section of body fees? I don't think so. So, you know, I don't mean to cuss at you, brothers, but it's just a small disagreement. I might be wrong. I could be wrong, but it's just my opinion, my brother. You know what I'm saying? I could be wrong about it. There's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think, in my opinion, I don't think they would do it. I don't think, and the first reason why I don't think they would do it, because who has it? Who has the belts? Who has the WBA and who has the IBF? Dillian White knocked around 7 or 8, but I would, yeah. I mean, that can happen too, Lost Dawkins. That can, you know, that can happen too. Dillian White can knock out Derek Chisora around 7 or 8. You know, and vice versa. I mean, it's a hard one. It's a hard one to It's a hard one, man. That's a tough one, especially how the first fight went. You know, but it looked like Dillian White been working on his weight room game too. You know, calisthenics. His calisthenics. My bad. You know, so hopefully that might. King Louis said the casuals don't know the division even unified. Yeah, they don't. They don't know. And the reason why they don't, we talking about cruiserweight. If you're talking about cruiserweight, man, the reason why they don't know that is because they don't know who Usyk is. They don't even know who he is. You know what I'm saying? They don't even know who he is. And that's the reason. That's the same thing like Anthony Joshua. Over here, they don't know who the fuck he is. And so that's why every time they say his name, they say all the belts he had. They say all 4 belts he has. Depending on which news, because boxing scene don't say IBO. But some articles would say the IBO belt. So it depends on who you talk to, but they can't say. I haven't seen no article as of recently for Anthony Joshua that didn't say how many belts he has in it. I ain't seen none. At first, you goddamn right, Ron Boyface, fuck that shit. Damn it. Laz Dawkins said, yes, Carl Frampton, me too, bro. Yeah, hey, I was saying that I think Frampton's gonna get it. I I mean, but these are some hard fights to call for me, man. Cause it just seems like some of these cats ain't really fought nobody, and then the level of competition they did fight, it didn't go out so well. It just kind of fucked up. You can say, you know, whatever you want to, but it's just hard to pick it for me. I should go on the sports betting website to see what the spreads is, because usually since money is on the line, when money's on the line, you have a little bit, you know, the buy shit goes out the way. Yeah. My point too is King Louis said, Ron Boy Fresh said, fuck the IBO. Goddamn right. Frampton fight the best. I mean, it ain't like it used to be, but I wish Frampton the best. I might end up putting some money on him. I don't know about y'all. Hey, what y'all bet? I'm just asking. I don't bet a lot on sports. Like every blue moon I do it, but do y'all bet on sports a little bit out there? I don't know if y'all can hear me or not, but do y'all bet on sports? You know, y'all put, $5, $10, $20. Frampton is negative 200. Yeah. That ain't a lot, but that's better than what I've been seeing for the last two fight cards I watched. That's better. White is, get the fuck out of here. Hey, Ron Boy Fresh, what you looking at? What website you looking at, homie? What website you looking at? That's what I want to know. Because that don't sound right, man. Does that sound right to y'all what Ron Boy Fresh just said? Does that sound right? Is that consistent with y'all seeing? Because if it is, hey Ron Boy Fresh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I'm saying, oh, is that? Nah, I ain't never been. Like I said, Ron Boy Fresh, I don't bet a lot, and I really don't. I don't bet a lot. It's just how I was raised. Like, we wasn't able to play fucking cards and dominoes and shit. We wasn't able to do that when I was growing up. No betting in the house because of basically in the long run, my auntie killed her sister because she reneged on a game of spades. So we couldn't even play Uno, man. We couldn't play Uno, dominoes. We couldn't play nothing in there. We could barely argue with playing Monopoly. As soon as you start arguing, we playing Monopoly, my auntie would come in there and she'd take the whole board and oh shit. Hey, they got Dillian White. Dillian White is negative 350 on Bovado. So I don't know. So if you bet $30, if you bet $30 on Derek Chisora on Bovada right now, you will win. If Derek, just head up. If you bet $30, you will get $79. So, minus the 30 from the 79. So, is they don't, it's that's closer to what I've been seeing of lately. But let's see about the that's closer to what I've been seeing. Hold on, what did he say? King Louis said, I thought White lost the first, and I'm not. Hey man, a lot of people think that it was close. King Louis, a lot of people say Lance Dawkins said it was a good scrap. A couple other people said they believe Dillian White lost that one, and I watched it again the other day, and well, yeah, I did watch it, but I kind of looked back and forth, but I saw Dillian White throwing a lot of blind shots. Yeah, so I guess it's pretty consistent. Ron Boy Fresh with the odds for Dillian White versus Derek Chisora. Yeah, that's what I saw. That's what I saw too, Ron Boy Fresh. But it doesn't. It's still better than what I saw from the last fight card and the fight and the last week's fight card. Last week's fight card everything was pretty. It was pretty like lopsided. It was lopsided. It was what it was. You know what I'm saying? And you wasn't gonna win that shit. So I think $30 against. We all should have did that shit because we would have the other week. If we would have betted against Adonis Stevenson, we would have got $350. $350. You know what I'm saying? That's what it was, and that's what we should have did. I mean, but you know how it is when you bet. It's just I ain't seen no night. I ain't seeing that Ron Boy Fresh. I ain't seeing that odds for taking on Derek Chisora. For Derek Chisora, they not on Bovado. King Louis said just might have to. Yeah, I mean, but if you put $30 on him and Derek Chisora won, I mean, but still, I think that ain't worth me. I mean, you gotta put. I don't know. Let's see. If I put $300 on Derek Chisora, let's see. If I put $300. If I put $300 on Derek Chisora, I get $795. $795 out of $300. What do y'all think? Y'all think that's a good bet? I don't think so. I ain't even touching that. Don't even tempt me to do that. So what else y'all want to talk about? What do y'all think about Dominic Brazil and Carlos Negron? What do y'all think about that? What do y'all think about that? I want to see what y'all think about that, bruh. I see what y'all think about that. So, let me tell you how y'all got it. If you bet $30 on Negron versus Dominic Brazil, you'll get $420. That's enough to smoke some weed on 420. But anyways, oh, Ron Boy Fresh, you were saying the odds is like that for the Mar Charlo. Nah, I'm not even doing that. Nah, that's a bad bet. I don't give a fuck. Just in case shit. Nah. Oh, you talked to Dominic? You talked to Dominic at the weigh-in? What do you say? Did you tell Dominic Brazil to stop snitching? You know what I'm saying? Stop snitching. Why you go out there and try to tell on Wilder and Marcellus? Did you tell him stop flipping like Donald Trump say? No flipping. Lawrence Dawkins said, no, not me, bro. Not a betting man. Nah, I'm not even gonna do it. Every now and again, Lawrence Dawkins, I would, but you know, it's a blue moon. Maybe like, I think I bet like maybe 5 times a year, man. I really try not to do it, man. I'm not good at it. I'm just not good at it, Lawrence Dawkins. That's the only thing I'm gonna say. Ron Boy Fresh said, laugh out loud. Nah. Nah, I just asked him if he was ready. What did he say? Did he say he was ready? I mean, I'm not saying I don't like him, but I'm just saying I just think that it was some bullshit that he did, you know, snitching on motherfuckers and shit, and then trying to sue the hotel and shit like that. But at the same time he probably had to do it because his wife told him to. He probably had to sue because his wife told him to, or his ass was gonna get beat up. Oh yeah, of course he did. I don't think he's a bad fighter. I just think only thing I'm saying is, man, I'm sick and tired of these fighters not capitalizing off of their mistakes. It's ridiculous. Over and over again, these fighters don't capitalize off of their mistakes. I mean, a lot of people out there want to say that Dillian White has gotten better since he got knocked the fuck out by Anthony Joshua, but who has he fucking fought? You see what I'm saying? Ain't nothing that Dillian White, everybody that Dillian White has fought up until now, right? You can't tell. You can't tell if he's improved or not, because he ain't fought nobody. You see what I'm saying? So now he's fighting somebody at least that we know, okay, we know what happened the last fight. They had a couple fights in between each other. Both of these guys are on like a little bit somewhat of a streak. And the reason why I say a little bit of somewhat of a streak, because Dillian White ain't fought nobody. He ain't. The only people he fought as of his last, 10 or 11 fight, whatever it had been, is Parker. Yeah. He ain't fought nobody. Ready? Of course he did. Ron Boy Fresh said, He want the water fight though. Yeah. Ron Boy Fresh said the zone need. You know what? The zone. If they was to pick up Ortiz, they need to pick up on. They need to aim it at his ethnicity. You see what I'm saying? They need to aim it at his ethnicity. That means they're gonna need commercials out there in his language. They're gonna need somebody out there on the internet speaking for the zone in his language. You see what I'm saying? In his native tongue. That's what they're gonna need. And that's what Ortiz needs. Even with the PBC, that's what he needs. Even when he was in Matchroom, that's what he needs. He doesn't need his. Come on, get his trainer out there. His trainer don't need to be doing that. He needs somebody else that has a platform or something like that that's doing it on a constant basis. And then not only that, it was in turn getting other fighters of his ethnicity some looks. Ron Boy Fresh, I think to me, when you say the boogeyman, when this whole boogeyman shit, you know what it means by boogeyman to me? It means it's somebody that nobody wants to fucking fight, because as far as the risk to reward ratio, the risk to reward ratio is not going to be good when you fight Luis Ortiz, because you have a high fucking risk of losing. Luis Ortiz is equivalent to you fighting for a title belt without fighting a fucking guy with a belt. That's what it is. That's exactly what it's going to be. You are fighting a guy that literally has a belt, in my opinion. He has a fucking belt, in my opinion. And it's called the whoop ass fucking belt. Step up if you want to, motherfucker belt. I'm going to give you that work, motherfucking belt. You might as well wrap around that dude's fucking waist and just, I don't give a fuck what it is. It could be a towel with a black fucking marker that says boogeyman. Because that's what you're going to get. Lance Dawkins said Dillian White is a lot better fighter than when he last fought when Derek Chizora's shot turns. Hey, what I'm saying is that Lance Dawkins, okay. If you can make me believe that, Lance Dawkins, make me believe that, my brother. Tell me something, because you're from the UK, right? Let's just say, hypothetically speaking, I don't watch Dillian White that much. Explain it to me like if I was a casual on how Dillian White has improved. Because I don't think he has. That's my opinion. Lance Dawkins, I could be fucking wrong. But explain to me how Dillian White has improved. But you know what? Just because I don't see it, don't mean it doesn't improve. And he can improve. I don't care how big it is. I don't care. I don't care how big it is, Lance Dawkins. It could be the smallest fucking thing. I don't give a fuck. Just give me something, my brother. Give me something, because I could be missing something. Ron Boy Fresh said Ortiz is the guy that nobody wants to fight. High risk. Exactly, my brother. You might as well, like I said, he got the boogeyman title. Boogie woogie woogie. Ron Boy Fresh, I agree on that one, bro. Ron Boy Fresh said I got Chisora via late stoppage. It's gonna be I got Chisora too, but I just don't. Man, I don't know, man. I don't know who's gonna win that one. The first one was good. I think Derek Chisora got more of the meaningful shots in, but it's gonna be a battle of who corrected their mistakes. That's what I see that fight as. Derek Chisora versus Dillian White gonna be a battle of who has corrected their mistakes since the last fight. That's what it's gonna be. Dominic Brazil not interested. Dominic Brazil not interested in what? Lance Dawkins, what are you not interested in? What happened? I missed something? Because I think Dominic Brazil, he ain't got no choice but to want Deontay Wilder. He ain't got no choice, because if he don't take that, his kids gonna know he a bitch. His wife gonna know he a bitch. His mama and daddy gonna know he a bitch. His grandma gonna know he a bitch. His great-great-grandma gonna know he a bitch. His great-great-great-grandma's gonna know he a bitch. And the list goes on and on of how many motherfuckers gonna know that Dominic Brazil is a bitch if you don't want to fight Deontay Wilder. So let me know. And what y'all else when y'all want to talk about? Y'all want to talk about y'all think Charlo gonna take this? You think Charlo gonna win? You know what, y'all? Hey man, I'm gonna get off. 78 is on. And hold on. Dominic Brazil not interested. Dominic taking the fight, period. Absolutely. Hey y'all, 78 is on, man. It's going over there, man. It's going over to the 78 channel. And see what the hell he's talking about. All right, I'm getting off, man. Thank you guys for coming out. Thank you guys for pressing that like button and sharing. And on that note, hey, please, when you guys see 78, please, when you guys see your favorite YouTube channels out there going live, I don't care if it has to do with boxing or anything like that, please share their content. Please like their content, share it. Try to give them, I don't care if it's boxing, I don't care if it's a cooking channel, fishing channel, sewing channel. I don't give a fuck what it is. Show some love. Share those channels' fucking videos. Share their fucking live streams. You know what I'm saying? And just help them grow. Help your favorite fighters grow. Your pastimes grow. Whatever the case whatever it might be. God bless and see you guys later.